we got a video on the South of USA, the don'ts of visiting the South. Let's jump into this and see if you go to the South, what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing.
Hey there, fellow travelers. Mark here with Walter's World, and today we are here in Savannah, Georgia. And today we're going to cover for you are the don'ts of visiting the South of the U.S. and specifically the Southeast. You know, the Deep South, the Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana.
Wait, already.
Louisiana, Deep South, the
Oh, I thought I said 100,000 fine. I was gonna say what?
Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, South Carolina, this kind of stuff. Because there's some things you should know that are different than the traditional don'ts of the U.S. They're specific in general. There's some you want to focus on just for here in the South. And the first don't I have for you is don't forget your manners. Look, manners are a huge thing in the South. Whether you're a little kid or you're an old man, you need to have your manners when you're here.
Please,
you do use your pleases and thank yous and yes ma'am and yes sir and things like that. That is not optional. That is how you speak when you're here. And you
wait. Who do you say yes ma'am and yes sir to? Like service people, or
always show people respect, especially people that are older than you, okay? So you will be holding the door for people and things like that. And I'll tell you, don't you ever let an old Southern woman or an old Southern man or anyone that seems older than you stand up. You always give up your chair to the older ladies.
That should be common knowledge across the globe. Like, if you're a younger person, right, and you're letting an elderly stand up whilst you're sat down, bro, shame.
The older gentleman when you are there, because it is a sign of respect. That's how it works here in the South, because manners are a huge thing when you are here. And another thing is don't forget to smile when you are here. You'll see how happy and friendly the people are. And one of the parts that is just this happy-go-lucky nature that you have here in the South. So don't forget to smile because you...
Wait, so you're saying, right, let's say I'm having a really bad day. I'm in the South and I'm looking grumpy. Do you reckon someone's going to come and be like, yo, why are you looking at that, man? Why are you not smiling? You know what I mean? Why are you not smiling? Put a smile on your face.
You'll have a good time. And with that is, don't be surprised if people randomly start up conversations with you when you are here in the South. Going grocery shopping, if you pass by somebody maybe twice in 2 different aisles, don't be surprised you strike up a conversation out of the blue on the next aisle. It is a completely normal thing here because the Southerners are super friendly. I know, we were at a restaurant here.
Yo, that does not happen in the UK. Most people aren't even smiling, right? Most people are grumpy. And they are not. No one's talking to you in the UK. No one.
In town a couple days ago, my credit card fell through the crack in the floor. Like it was like a deck kind of thing.
Oh, that's
that they had built up. They pried up the floor to get my card out. I'm like, dude, I can call and cancel the card. It's okay. They're like, no, we got this taken care of. The people in the South are super friendly.
That's so
don't freak out about it. It's not fake. They are really that friendly and that helpful. So don't be scared to ask for help when you come here. That's another don't I have for you. Because you're going to see towns like Savannah or Charleston. There's so much history here. You're not sure, what should I be looking at here? I mean, you have this picture. What should I look at? Well, you got the cotton exchange right there. Like, oh, there's a historic building. And you got the fountains, and you got the Capitol building. You have these things. You're like, wow, it is kind of a cool thing to check out. But
you may need to ask how exactly you eat boiled peanuts if it's your first time. Wait, really?
Want to know more?
Wait, why are they so different?
The Southerners do have a lot of pride in their hometowns, in their home states and stuff like that, that they will share that with you. So don't be afraid to ask, hey, we're the best biscuits in town. We're going to get the best, the strongest drinks in town. They will be friendly and they will help you out. One of the things is when you do talk to the Southerners, you might notice that sometimes they're an accent. And what I will say is, don't think that accent makes them stupid, okay? Just because someone has an accent doesn't make them like not know something or be less intelligent or whatever. And you have this stereotype that TV and radio and movies really kind of promote is, oh, if you got an accent, you must be some kind of hillbilly. Do not think that the Southerners are hillbillies. Don't think their accent makes them stupid. No, it's not the case. You can have some great conversations with people when you are here, and they'll know more than you actually think they do. And so I want to give you the heads up on that. And another don't I have with you is when you are here and you do bring your kids, don't be surprised if your kids are acting up, if the locals will tell your kid, hey, straighten up, hey, get it together.
Oh, really?
You will see that here. People do scold other people's kids when you're here in the South. And I know if you're in the North or you're in California, West Coast or something like that, and someone tells your kid, hey, watch it, kid, you're like, don't tell my kid.
Oh, yeah, I don't know how I feel about that one. Like, I got no kids of my own, but like, my sister has kids, and I'm thinking, like, if somebody told her to, like, watch a kid, She's gonna have an attitude. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that one. I don't know. Wait, it'll be interesting to know how, like, you Americans that watching this video right now, how do you feel about that as well? Like, let's say you're not from the South, you got kids, and someone was like scolding your kid or like telling them off. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that one.
What to do? I've had people do that to us before, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, your kid just kicked me. Am I supposed to let your kid, you know, hit me or something?
Fair enough.
Here, that stuff doesn't fly.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. If the kid has kicked them, sure, right, sure.
Kids acting obnoxious, be prepared to have people call you out on that, because remember,
Right.
number one, manners, okay? And that goes from young to old. So make sure little Johnny or little Susie know that, hey, you say yes, ma'am, yes, sir, please and thank you, and you don't make a mess, all right? So just a heads up on that one. Now, when they do call out your kids for the behavior, they're not judging you and judging your parental skills and stuff like that. What they kind of do here in the South is, it's the old mantra, it takes a village to raise a child, and so the whole village is helping out raising the child, okay? So
Right.
don't be offended by it. Because you know
Right.
what? It is hot when you're here, and that's...
I feel like many people that isn't from the South would be offended, because like it's their kid, it's their responsibility. But if the kid is kicking the person, then fair enough, right? By all means, let the kid know. You should not be kicking me, bro. Like, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I'm like 50-50 with that
That's
one.
my
I ain't
next
gonna lie.
note is, don't melt when you come to the South. Look, July and August, oppressive heat in
Really?
pretty much the entire deep South. And in lots of places, oppressive humidity. Like you walk out, you're like, oh, I'm gonna melt and die. Oh, help me God. You do have that when you are here. So if you're gonna come, there's a reason why so many people winter in the South, because it's got nice weather in the winter. So come down here
Right.
from October till April, and you're not gonna have the insane heat. You're gonna have nice weather and less humidity.
jump in the
But
fire.
don't expect to not die of the heat and humidity if you do come in July and August.
I'll
I'll be
try not
honest
to
with
die.
that. It can be pretty bad, okay? And
Wait, why not especially the green flowers? What, is there like some weird stuff in it?
I guess one of the other don'ts I'll have for you is, if you're really hot and you want to get a drink and you go in, they might ask you, hey, you know, what kind of Coke do you want? You're like, what? So my thing is, don't think that Coke just means Coke. Here, a lot of times what you'll see is they'll say, hey, what kind of Coke you want? They mean, what kind of soda would you like? What
I was thinking the bad Coke. So they mean like soda. They're just saying Coke for reference.
kind of
Okay,
pop or soda
okay.
pop or drink. It's just the word they use for soda is Coke, okay? So don't freak out. You're like, I don't drink Coke. Yeah, I know. We have lots
interesting.
of different Cokes, Sprite, Dr. Pepper, whatever. You do have that when you are here. Now, the last 2 years, I've definitely seen a drop off in the number of places where they do use Coke as the de facto word for soda or soda pop.
Right.
So you might not see it too often, but occasionally you will. So I just want to give you that heads up. And the thing is, if you're gonna meet up with Southerners to have a drink, whether it's a Coke or a beer or whatever, is you gotta realize is, don't expect
What
the
is that?
Southerners to be on time. There's definitely a much more laissez-faire attitude with time here in the South. And as Jocelyn will tell you, look, with this kind of humidity, how's my hair gonna dry?
Crawfish boils and oil. I've never had that ever. I've never had lobster either. I'm not gonna lie.
You know, these kind of things, it takes a little bit more time. Or Jocelyn will tell me, hey, I've got to get my face on. Look, the thing is time is very relevant here. So if you're setting up a time, hey, let's meet at 8 o'clock, they might not be there till 8:30 or something like that or later. And don't worry if they write, she's like, oh, we're on our way. And that means like, I'm getting in the shower, okay? So the more time you spend here, you're really...
I'm not gonna lie. I do that so many times. I feel bad that I'm like running late, so I'll tell them I'm on my way, but really I'm not on my way. I'm just in the shower or something.
Yeah, on time, not always a thing to expect to have here. Now, going back to that drinky kind of thing, another thing you need to know is when you get tea here, don't think your tea is going to be unsweetened, okay?
Ooh.
In the South, you drink sweet tea, period.
I'm
End of
down for that.
story. Unsweetened tea belongs in one place, down a drain, all right? So if you're going to get tea, it's going to be sweet tea,
yeah.
all right? And it's really good.
I'm
and
down.
Don't think that sweet tea is tea plus sugar. No. No, no. For all my friends, when you go to a restaurant in the north and you ask for sweet tea, they say, oh, I have sugar packets with the tea. You're like, no, that's not the same thing. All right, so don't expect unsweetened tea when you're here. But the thing is if you're looking at food, honestly, if you're gonna be coming to the South, don't bring tight clothes, or at least bring a belt with a couple extra loops on it, because you're gonna eat so much when you're here, because
Right.
there's so much good food, from the fried chicken, the biscuits, the grits, oh my God. the barbecue. There's so much fantastic food that, yes, you will.
What is this? I can't lie. This right here, it probably tastes good, but it looks disgusting. I ain't gonna lie. This looks disgusting, but it probably tastes really good.
Big when you are here. I mean, I'll show.
Oh, that's chicken. Huh? Wait, what? What is? What are these little like lump? I know it's probably some like sauce. I ain't gonna lie. You Americans do things crazy. I can't lie, but apparently, I bet you any money that tastes better than anything I've had in the
you a
UK.
picture of before I started coming to the South, and this is what I look like now. Okay, so heads up with that. So don't forget a bit more room in your clothing when you are here. Now, my next.
I love how he just embraces it, and hey, all to him, because if I was living in the South, I was living in America, I would be the exact same. I love food, man. I absolutely love food. The food in the UK is awful. If the food was better, as good as it sounds like in America, I'd be the same.
Don't kind of focus on some misconceptions of Southern
Enjoy
food.
life.
No, they don't fry everything, but they do fry a lot. But honestly, my biggest don't would be that, look, don't think that barbecue goes on the grill. The grilling things you grill on your barbecue at home is hot dogs and burgers and steaks. Barbecue here in the South is smoked meat, whether it is, of course, a Boston butt. Oh my God, pulled pork is fantastic.
That's so messy.
Brisket or
that
whatever.
looks so messy.
You have the smoked meat that's been on there for hours and hours, and it makes it all succulent and juicy, and it's so good. And that's why when you're in the South, you're eating barbecue all over the place. Because the thing is, if you're thinking that barbecue is just grilled meat, think about it. If you put a steak or any kind of meat on your grill straight on the flames for 7 hours, you know what you have? Charcoal, okay? It's not the same thing. So don't think barbecue is on the grill.
Yo, what is this, bro? Do you know what's crazy? Like, I'm saying, like, what is this to a lot of foods, right? Because a lot of these foods are looking weird. I'm not gonna lie. And I hopefully, like, you guys realize it does as well. But I guarantee, I've said this already, but I guarantee it tastes so good. I don't know what this is, but I guarantee it tastes so good.
It's in a smoker, just sucking in all those flavors. So definitely get barbecue when you are here. I'm not going to lie to you.
Right,
Another don't I have for you actually dealing with those barbecue thing is, don't be surprised if the barbecue sauce you have varies from state to state. So here in Georgia, we have sweet barbecue sauce, right? But if you go to South Carolina, it's like a barbecue-based barbecue sauce. If you go to North Carolina, it's a vinegar-based barbecue sauce. And if you go to Memphis, well, Memphis, they use a dry rub on their ribs. And so you have all these different kinds of barbecue.
Makes it interesting, huh?
I mean, I was in Alabama, and oh my God, I had some fantastic ribs when I was there. And here in Savannah, I'm doing the pulled pork. And I mean, you just have all these different variations. So don't think, oh, I'm doing a Southern tour. We had barbecue in North Carolina. I don't need to have it again. You should, because it will be different in each place you go. And one thing that kind of goes along with the regional differences in the barbecue is also, don't think that all the South is the same. I mean, if you're going to Atlanta, it's a very different experience than coming here to Savannah or going to Charleston, which is very different than going to New Orleans or Natchez in Mississippi or going to Memphis versus...
See, this is what I do a lot. I forget how big America actually is. Do you know what I mean? So, like, I kind of think, like, the South is all going to be pretty similar. It's not. The South is probably half of Europe, probably Europe itself.
It's Nashville or Knoxville or going to the Outer Banks and these kind of things. You have a lot of different kind of regional differences in the South, whether it's geography, whether it's people, whether it's food and cuisine and stuff like that. And yes, different types of barbecue that are out there. So don't think it's all the same. And don't think, well, I went to Atlanta, I saw the South. No, you saw part of the South. So go and explore more of it. Another don't I have for you has to do with that beautiful Spanish moss you see behind me. See it just kind of dripping down there. Oh, it is so cool. And you want to go and grab some and hold it like, oh, should I wear it as a shawl? Look, my don't for you is if you're in the coastal part of the South and you see Spanish moss, don't touch it. There's little buggies in there. There's little chiggers in there that will bite you and bite you and bite you and you get all itchy and stuff like that. So don't try to make your own, I'm going to be Mark Walter's picture and stuff it in your shirt so you get a big belly like me. Don't do that, okay? Because that stuff, man, you'll be like, can't make it stop.
Right,
and that's more, I mean, most people would know to do that, not to do that. But I have seen a lot of kids, they'll go and start playing with it, and their parents don't realize it. So I want to make sure you know, don't play with the Spanish moss.
Right,
now, a fashion don't I have for you, and I know I am not the person to listen to about fashion, and that's okay, is if you're a tourist, don't worry if you feel underdressed. Look, here in the South, you can, I mean, there's fashion, all fashion is acceptable here. You'll see people wearing flip-flops and G-strings, and you'll see people wearing their Southern gentleman best and their seersucker suits. You'll see that. And the thing is, though, if you go to, for example, you go to a football game in Georgia, guess what? You'll see people in heels. We were at the grocery store at Publix, and people are doing their grocery shopping in heels. It's not an uncommon thing. So don't feel that you have to dress up that nice. I mean, don't get me wrong, people will be appreciative of it, but you don't have to dress up that nice when you are here.
Right.
So another don't in the South is don't mess with the mayonnaise. And in the South, you got 2 great mayonnaise. The best is Duke's. This is what you always want to get. Blue Plate, also very much an acceptable.
Is this true?
Not Miracle Whip. No, never that. But Duke's, Blue Plate, you'll be good to go, and you'll get it on all kinds of stuff. Now, another Southern food I want to give you a don't for are grits, okay? And my thing is,
I've heard about grits, right? And I've seen it in one video, and it kind of looked like fries in a way. But I've heard a lot about it. Is grits actually really that good?
Don't think grits are just for breakfast. Because when you see grits, they look like a cream of wheat or an oatmeal or a porridge.
Oh, wait, no. Wait, I said they look like fries. No, they don't look like fries. No, they don't. I was thinking of something else. This right here.
Kind of thing. But the thing is, they do look like that, but they're actually made out of hominy. And if you're not sure what hominy is, it's like a corn derivative.
Don't know what
this
is at all.
But the thing is, you look at it, you think, oh, this is going to be like a porridge. It's only for breakfast. Oh, no, 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 no. Grits are good any time of the day. You can have normal plain grits or cheese grits, which is always good.
It does look a lot like porridge.
My personal favorite, if you're looking for something like a lunch or a dinner thing, shrimp and grits, oh my God, it is so good. So don't think grits are just for breakfast. It may look like it, but it so isn't. And going along with that, don't think biscuits are the same here as well. Because biscuits in the South, there's a different kind of flour they use.
Oh, so here we go. Biscuits and gravy. I've seen a video on this, and there's so many videos. You guys are wild about gravy and biscuits. And apparently it is really, really good.
You get a chance to grab some biscuits whenever you can, because oh my God,
I need to try some one day.
They're so good. Seriously, don't pass up the food in the South. I've said it before, I'll say it again. It is so good, from the fried chicken to the pecan pie to, oh my God, anything you have here is awesome. And
that looks good. That's like a good sandwich right there.
Like Savannah, you'll have traditional Southern cuisine, you know, collars and stuff like that. But you also have newer kind of fusion kind of Southern food, so you can have all kinds of great mixes. Now, another thing you should know is when you come to the South, I know when people come from around the world to come visit the U.S., we have a very popular sport here in the U.S. we call football, or you might call American football. And here in the South, it's like a religion. People love their SEC football. They have their Georgia Bulldog shirts on, or their Alabama, the Crimson Tide, or LSU or whatever. They really love their football in the South, okay?
Cool.
And so if you're going to make this thing, oh, it's boring, soccer's better, or basketball's better, just don't. I'm telling you right now, it is not worth the headache of the discussion. Yeah. Because they love their football here.
They will be there for hours. Like, you get an absolute football soccer head, go to America talking to a football head over there. Oh my God, they'll be there for hours. They'll be there for hours. Which sport's better? Blah 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 blah. I'm not that crazy into football, soccer, you whatever you want to call it. But I watch it every now and again. I've reacted to videos on American football as well. I actually enjoy that as well.
They're super passionate about it, and don't pass up the chance to go to a football game on a Saturday in the fall.
I would love to go to an American football game. I'd honestly, like I just said, I've seen clips and stuff. I would absolutely love you know, go here, get a drink, get a hot dog, get whatever. And just, I would actually love to go to one.
Because it'll be a great experience, not just for the game, but don't miss out on tailgating. The party before the game, when you're grilling out and you're drinking beer with your buddies and stuff like that. It's a whole experience, and you'll see that, wow, why
Never heard of this?
On the Saturday, it's from 3 till 6, the city was empty. Oh, because the Georgia Bulldogs were playing, and so everybody in town was watching the game.
Oh, sick.
You do have that when you are here. And I guess another don't I'll give you is when you're preparing for that tailgate and you're going to the grocery store or the grocery, when you get your stuff, you know that little thing you fill up with all the groceries? That thing you push around?
Trolley.
Don't call it a cart here. It's called a buggy, all right? It's a buggy you push around.
Oh, we call it trolley.
My last don't for you is don't skip out on visiting the South. you will fall in love with it, with amazing architecture, amazing people, tons of beautiful towns to visit. You go to Natchez, Mississippi, on the Mississippi River, and seeing all the homes there, or visiting New Orleans and seeing the history there and the Creole culture, or maybe you're heading up to Oxford, Mississippi, where Ole Miss is, or you're heading through Alabama, or you're coming here into Savannah, Georgia, or going to Charleston, or hitting Atlanta, the mega metropolis of the South, going up to Asheville for amazing beer, or hitting the Outer Banks. There's so much great things to enjoy
so much to
in
do
the
in
South
America.
that you really want to go and explore. And that's why I tell people, don't try to see the whole U.S. Pick a region and focus on that.
Right.
And the South is a great region to see because you can drive around lots of places. The roads are good because there's no freezing and thawing, so the highways stay even, which is awesome. And you really, really love it because the people, they care about their cities, they care about their...
Honestly, I want to do like a massive tour just to eat a lot of your guys' food. I can't lie. I've reacted to a lot of food videos and it looks good, man.
Towns, they have a very much pride in those places, so they want to share that with the tourists like you, like
and the
me,
scenery is amazing
so you
as
will
well.
fall in love with places like that. And we really appreciate all of your support, whether it's in following or
Hell
it's in
yeah.
like.
Let me know any other don'ts of visiting the South if any of you guys are from the South. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you give a thumbs up, subscribe for more content, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.